So in today's video, we're going to be doing a little horse training while I talk about the newest roadmap, which is one that I am very excited about. Let's not waste any time and get straight into it. Alright, it has been a while since I've properly played this game. The only time I've actually been on it is when I've recorded my previous videos, and that's it. I haven't really played on my own for a while. I don't know if this is the outfit I was in the last video, or at least very similar. I kind of just de-Halloween-y Halloweened it. That makes any sense at all. But I kept the little pumpkin guy because I'm a little in love with him. He's just so cute. I also really like this saddle pad with the boots that it goes with. It's very nice. But anyway, we are talking about the roadmap, which has some very exciting things on it. So the first update is, it actually came out yesterday, but it is a Trailblazer, which I will show you in just a second once I have finished this race. I will admit it's not my favourite, and I wasn't particularly into the last one we had either, but this one's really not catered towards me, which I think you'll be able to tell. So it is black and gold coloured, and we know I'm not a gold girl. It is nice. There are some nice things in there. Popcorn pet I'm not interested in. I do like the large jars of wisdom because I have 2 horses currently that need training up, or will need training up more in the future, but I hate riding them. So these will come in handy. Obviously, we also love the stable care coupons and the shiny gemstones to sell. So I'm not complaining. I love a Trailblazer, even if I'm not so keen on all of the tack items. I'm still gonna try my best to complete it because I do like having the items, but the chances of me actually using them are quite slim. Just because I don't like gold. I don't really wear gold very much in person or in the game. I much prefer silver, but the tack items are very nice. I do really like the tack items. But yeah, it's just not really my vibe. I think the skirt's nice. But again, I don't really wear skirts in the game either. I just don't like the way they look when you're riding your horse when you wear a skirt, so probably wouldn't use it anyway. I also don't really like the loafers. The jacket's kind of cool though. But yeah, I probably won't wear these items, so I don't know. I'm assuming you can sell Trailblazer items, hopefully, which is something I might potentially end up doing. But for now, I'll just focus on finishing whatever I can of the Trailblazer. I am starting a day late, so we'll see how that goes. But it ends December 3rd, so we've got a little less than a month to complete it, which it should be fine. I need a reason to get on the game anyway. So we'll see how much I get through it. They've called it Trail of the Silver Screen, but there's nothing silver about this, it's all gold. So I don't know what they're doing there, but fair enough. Alright, we need to go over to Fort Pinter so I can continue my training. It has actually been so long since I've actually sat down and completed my training routine in a day, which is crazy to say because I used to literally do this every single day, but not anymore. I've been doing other stuff. By other stuff, I mean drawing. You do not want to know what my screen time is. It's ridiculous. But you know, I'm having fun, so it's fine. And I'm building up a skill. I'm not going to complain too much. It's keeping my brain going. But yes, the next update in the roadmap, very excitedly, is a new horse breed. See, I knew there was going to be another one. I just knew it. I don't know where I got the information from, but I had that feeling that there was going to be one more, and I was correct. So I can officially say they are bringing out I think it's a Black Forest horse. 7 coats, I believe. They look very nice. I've only seen the spoiler pictures SSOs released. I've not seen any other videos or anything on it, if there are any out yet. But so far I'm very impressed. I have an idea of what my potential favourite coat colour is, and the one that I will likely be getting, as well as maybe 1 or 2 others that I'm debating. But obviously, as with every other breed that Star Stable releases, I will be buying one of them just to try them out, and then potentially in the future I might end up buying a few more as well. But for now we'll get one. We'll make a video on it, I'll give you my review as usual, but I am so excited because I really do like a Black Forest horse. Again, I kind of don't know much about breed specifics, so I'll purely be going off of like my opinion and the aesthetics that I like rather than how realistic it is to the actual breed. But yeah, I really like making those videos, and I'm not going to complain about a new horse breed. So that is very exciting. I also, actually, I think with this week's update there's a bazaar, so on the way to Moreland we'll go check that out. I'm trying to remember what they're adding in the 3rd week. Ah, so it's the H&M Grand Prix returning. The H&M All-In horse is back, which I think I've said in a previous video that I really regretted not buying him when I first started the game, so we will buy him. And also H&M Indiana is being added as well, which I'm assuming is another horse. So potentially 2 new horses I'll probably want to get. I think both are... Is it Belgian Warmbloods? Is that what they are? It's the same breed as whatever horse I'm currently riding, but obviously not the magic version. And then they have a new hub opened in Jorvik Stables with a shop from the H&M Equestrian clothing line. That sounds exciting. I mean, I'm all in for the horses. That was not a planned joke. So yeah, the horses, definitely an exciting addition. I will probably buy both of them, to be completely honest, although I'm not sure what H&M Indiana looks like. I might leave it as a surprise for myself when the update happens. I'm not going to research what the horse looks like. But yeah, those will probably be coming home with me. The Grand Prix, I'm assuming, is going to be a quest or a race of some sort. Hopefully. I imagine it will be. I don't know if it was added when the horse was last in the game. It was literally just as I had started playing that it was here, so I really don't remember. But also, new clothing. I'm hoping it looks good. I don't know if it's like something that exists in real life that's just being added into the game. Again, I ain't gonna do any research on this. I'm just gonna leave it as a surprise for myself and wait until the update gets added. But I'm not gonna complain about new clothes. Hopefully they won't make them too expensive, although I imagine they probably will be. So, you know, we'll have to see. I'm assuming it's gonna be a permanent edition. It didn't say that it wasn't going to be, but it also didn't say that it was. So I suppose we'll have to find out. But yeah, I have no complaints about that at all. Other than the fact that I hope I have enough star coins. I feel like I'm gonna need them. Okay, then in the week after, there are 3 new horses being added to the new tax system. As far as I'm aware, that doesn't really mean much right now, but obviously in the future it means we can get cool attack or, you know, the ability to add more tack items when they eventually get added into the game, that sort of thing, which is obviously exciting. The quicker they do that, the quicker we'll get the new things. But as far as like actual playable content right now, I don't think it makes much of a difference. They will also be doing another bazaar, which I feel like we're getting a lot of those recently. We'll be having bazaars quite frequently. Unfortunately, there aren't many horses I like that they usually put in a bazaar. I will not be buying any of these, so hopefully the 4th week's bazaar will be a bit better. I do not like any of these horses, unfortunately. They put a lot of the older horses into the bazaars and none of the... Obviously they're not going to put the really new breeds in, but they don't put very many of the newer breeds. So yeah, not for me. I'm not buying any of those. Hopefully, I'll be happy with if they put Tennessee walking horses in the bazaar later on in the updates. I'd be happy. I'd like for them to put the Norikas in, but I don't know if they're old enough yet. I'd like to get a couple of Norikas. But other than that, I don't think there's really any that I might be interested in. I don't think. Were the Norikas added last year or they added this year? Because if they were added this year, then we definitely won't be getting them in a bazaar. But I have a feeling they were a breed from last year, maybe? I think they were, because I think I remember they had 2 different coats at Christmas last year. So they must have been added last year. So hopefully they're deemed old enough to be put in a bazaar, because I would very much like some new Norikas. And if I don't have to pay full price, I'll be happy. I also think there's a couple Appaloosa coats that are still on my wish list that I'd like to get, so if there's some Appaloosas in a bazaar, I'd be happy. Can't think. Let me get my wish list up on my phone and see if there are any potentials. Okay, yes, there's 2 Appaloosa coats that I would like, 2 Tennessee walking horse coats that I'd like, 3 Norica coats that I'd like, 2 of which are the Christmas ones from last year that I apparently haven't bought yet. One of them is the brown-faced Appaloosery coat, which I kind of don't think I'm that interested in anymore, which I probably won't end up buying. But we have the buckskin shire that I believe is at the medieval area. The Black Ardennes, which again I think is at the medieval area that I would not be opposed to. And then the buckskin Frisian that is in the medieval area. But I don't think the Frisians... Did we get the Frisians before or after the Nora? Because I don't remember. My brain doesn't work enough for that. I don't know. But any of those horse breeds I would be happy with. I feel like I haven't really had the best luck with Bazaars recently. By recently I mean probably all year. Don't think I've done very many Bazaar videos this year. Or even horse buying videos in general. Obviously aside from when they've added new horses. But yeah, I would very much like at least 1 or 2 of the horses on my wish list to be in the next Bazaar. I can just tick them off my checklist. And then for next year, I will definitely be having another look through all the horses in the game and making another wish list because I cannot help myself. I am a little obsessed with buying horses, but also the main thing I do in the game is train when I actually decide to play it. So I kind of need new horses to do that. But that is besides the point. Hopefully it's a good Bazaar because, you know, if we're getting them pretty frequently now, I'd actually like to make use of them. But yeah, in that update, there isn't really much functional content unless you are into whatever horses they put in the Bazaar. And then the last update for the roadmap is a Western Club, which I'm assuming is just going to be a set of quests. It sounds like there's going to be some sort of adventure in it, which it could be really fun. I'm hoping it is. Especially because I don't really spend much time in the Starshine area, so it could be nice if they, you know, add some cool quests over there. But I don't know, I think it's not like a main story quest, I think it's just like side quests, essentially. So hopefully if it is quest, like a proper quest like I'm thinking it's gonna be, I'll just be able to play it whenever it's updated, because I have not progressed in the main storyline at all. I think they did an update to the main quest on the island, whatever the island's called. I've completely forgotten. With the farm. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. If you watch these videos, you probably play Star Stable. You'll know. South Hoof. There we go. I've remembered. My brain is finally working. But yeah, if you remember, I tried to make a video on that quest, but I had not completed the story enough. I can't remember if that was a main quest or if that was just I hadn't finished the quest that you needed to complete before that. Either way, I did not do it, and I have not played any quests since then, I don't think. So really not looking good on the quest front, but hopefully I won't need to have done anything before it and I can just play the quests and I can actually make a video on it this time. That would be fun. That would be great. But I'm quite excited. It sounds like it has the ability to be cool and interesting and hopefully fun. Hopefully not too difficult. I think we know by now I'm a lazy gamer. If I have to put too much thought into it, I don't have fun. I would like, you know, to use my brain the minimal amount. So hopefully no puzzles. Don't like puzzles. I just want to like explore and have a look at stuff, cool stuff. Just give me a cool story to work through. But yeah, we'll see about that. But it is good that they're adding more quests in. I'm not going to complain about more quests because we absolutely do not get enough quest updates. So it is very nice to be having one this time. There's not much really that they're adding in the roadmap. It's more sort of like mini updates and just throwing Bazaars in. I mean, I think we obviously know the one I'm most excited about is next week's update with the Black Forest horses, because I'm a sucker for a new breed and spending money. But I'm not overly excited about any of the other updates. Not at all. I think the quest could potentially be cool, but it could also not be. Yeah, I think the only thing I'm really excited for is the new horse breed. But that should not be a surprise. If you have watched my videos before, you know I'm a sucker for buying horses, spending money I don't have on them. Well, I've already spent the money, so technically, you know, technically I do have it, but I need to make these star coins stretch. They need to last me as long as they physically can. And considering they're bringing out a new breed and then 2 horses the week after, it's not looking good for me. But I have to be strong. So I will only buy 1 Black Forest horse. I'm promising you that now. I will only buy 1 in next week's video. I will not let myself buy more than 1. and the H&M horses. I will absolutely be buying H&M all in. The other one, depends what it looks like, honestly. I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't know what it looks like. I kind of hope it's ugly and I don't want it just so I can save some money. But I have a feeling that I'll probably also like that one. But no spoilers, please. No spoilers. I'm not going to look at what the other one looks like. I'm not going to search it up. I'm going to try my best to avoid spoilers. So don't tell me what it looks like. But I have a feeling I will probably end up with both of them. So, sorry, bank account. But you gotta take one for the team here. I need my little dopamine hits from spending money. But you know, for me to continue playing this game, I gotta have new horses to train up. Because that is pretty much all I do on this. So, at least it'll be furthering how long I played the game for. You know? We can't complain about that. But I do want to try my best to complete the Trailblazer. So I am gonna try and get on the game a bit more. Obviously, because I'm not that interested in the clothing items, it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult for me to get myself to play. But I do like the other items you get. You know, I do love some good free stable care. How much stable care do we get? So we've got 1 7-day coupon, 2 7-day coupons, 3 7-day coupons, 4. So you get just under a month free. Can't complain about that. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know if I currently have stable care. My horse is fine, so I must have stable care. But obviously, a month's free stable care is pretty good, so I don't have to spend star coins on stable care. I mean, technically speaking, I train one horse at a time. I won't really ride any other horses unless I'm training them, so I could technically do it myself, but I'm too lazy for that. I'm way too lazy. Because realistically, I could maybe do 2 or 3 horses, 2 or 3 horses at a time, and then I'd always kind of had the next one with the full mood bar ready to train up, but that would require logging in every day and caring for them every day. And I don't think I can get myself to do that, so free stable care when I can get it is good. But it's not. The last stable care is 28. I reckon I could easily get there. Easily. Obviously, if I can get the jars of wisdom, that would also be great, but those aren't quite a necessity. However, the care, free stable care is very necessary. That is what I want. Okay, that is everything for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. Please let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are for the new roadmap. Obviously, I seem to have mixed opinions of it, but at the very least I'm excited that we are actually getting another breed before the end of the year. So I'm very happy that I remembered that correctly, but I would love to hear your opinions of it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!